Yo, what is going
Yo,
on?
what is up? How we doing, Pump Fake Pod? Let's rock and roll. Super Tuesday fire. How we doing, Trevor?
Oh, tremendous. 2-2 feels like I'm undefeated, so I'll take it.
Let's
Shout out
go.
Kent State. The end of that game, dude. What was that dude doing? Dude, he shot a 30-foot heave with 4
What are
seconds left.
you doing?
I clanged off the iron, and they got the rebound before the fucking buzzer hit. What the fuck are we doing? You're
What are
down
you
16,
doing?
they were down 17, came back, we're up 4, fucking blew it.
What are you
Miami,
doing?
Ohio. Miami, Ohio is good. They're not that good. They're getting lucky right now. A tap out three against Buffalo. A tap out three against Buffalo to fire it up with a second left on the clock, and they get that and they win in overtime. Then they blow a 17-point lead tonight and then get lucky that a kid fires up a half-court heave with 4 seconds left. If he just drives it in and takes a mid-range or dumps it inside, they lose the game. They would be 18-2. So not saying they're a bad team. They're getting lucky right now. They're going to fucking lose soon, and I'm going to be on them. I'm fading the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, how'd that work out for you the last couple of times? Because you've gotten it wrong each time. Don't feel bad for you fading a team that is undefeated. You've gotten in
Their
front of
schedule's not
the
good.
train twice. I don't feel bad for you whatsoever. And you know what? In a day and age, in any sense in sports, it's better to be lucky than good. And there's some good to being lucky, and that's a fact of life. And I will say this: Miami, Ohio's on the right side of history. They were good last year. They are a good team, and they found ways to execute the results in the end. And yeah, even though they gave up a lead, I mean, it's a game of runs. It's college basketball, and Miami, Ohio gets it done, 20-0, unbelievable stuff. Gets a ranked win as well. Peter Suter, 27, 10, and 8. 1-0 for me with Miami, Ohio, but my day started off super hot. I was sitting at 9-2 at one point. So now we're back to like need Missouri to come through. That was a big shot for them. If Missouri gets it done, then we'll be sitting at 14-6 on the day with Ole Miss and then UCLA, Utah State team total, and Kansas left. So if Missouri gets it done, then it'll be a profitable day again for your boy. So happy there, but could have been better sitting at 9-2 after a 9-2 start. It started off hot though. Shout out UMass money line gets it through. That was a fun game. Watched that one. UMass and Toledo were back and forth the entire way through. And UMass off of a desperate spot. Played a. They got rid of their selfish ball. Really spread the floor well. Passed it around. Thought they did a good job of dispersing the ball. They shoot 50% from the field almost and get the job done.
I broke out. What game you talking about?
UMass Toledo. We'll move on though. I had Buffalo team total under 80.5. Get out of here. I don't care if it's Akron's pace. Akron stepped it up defensively. I thought that was a better cap than taking Buffalo or taking Akron on the spread as we've seen. Minnesota covers the 8 by the hook. Goes to overtime where Dogs goes to die. Minnesota plus 8.5. They lose by 8. Incredible. Jalen Crocker Johnson, 26 points, 8 rebounds. Guy's kind of a stud. So they do get the hook. We'll take it. I was nervous, though, for a dog going into overtime there.
Yeah. Shout out Minnesota. Brutal if you wait and you got 7.5 on Minnesota. That's a tough one to swallow.
Yeah. But didn't bet Ball State, but they got a dub. Let's go Ball State, Monty Ziegler. And then Bowling Green over did not hit. That was my worst bet of the day. It wasn't even close. And then NC State plus 3.5. We faded Little John, and it got it done. NC State wins outright with Will Wade and Clemson bound. So they beat top 25 Clemson and moved to 13-6 on the year. NC State, the most up and down team in college basketball at the moment.
Yeah, can't get a read on that team. No fucking clue what they're going to do or who's going to show up. for them. They should be damn good, but they're good for them.
And then Florida in the swamp, didn't overthink it. I laid the 15.5 with Florida. It kind of hung around that line the entire day. It was a lot of points, but LSU is atrocious. Florida's really caught fire in that gym. They've really stepped it up and got it done in the swamp.
Yeah, good win for them. LSU off the win, traveling wasn't a good spot for them.
No, not one bit. Florida State wins outright. I didn't bet on this Miami Florida State game. I had like 26 total bets today, but 25 total bets. But Florida State gets it done on a shooting foul. Florida State on a tie game goes to the line, makes 2 free throws, and wins outright against Miami in Miami. So what the hell? Florida State played defense actually for once and got a little lucky. That Miami only shot 42% from the field, 25% from three-pointers off of 16 shots. So only free throws really kept in Miami that game watching that. But shout out Florida State. That was a great win. Didn't bet it, though.
Nope, didn't bet it, didn't get eyes on it. But, yeah, shout out the Seminoles for getting that done.
Yeah, I was locked and loaded today. I had 10 screens going. I had eight screens going. And then an iPad, and then my laptop. I was freaking locked in on the views today, which on a 30-something game slate, it's a lot of bets, but or a lot of screens per game. SPG, South Carolina wins outright. They were catching 2. Come on, Porter Moser. He talk about games suck, but we picked the right suck. South Carolina +2 takes it home. They win 85-76. I had Seton Hall team total under 68.5. It looked a little scary at first. And then St. John's really stepped it up defensively, holding Seton Hall to only 22 second-half points after almost a 40-point performance from Seton Hall. Tale of two halves with these Pirates sometimes. And St. John steps it up, gets hot on defense, getting the Big East here. So, holy shit. Oh, Missouri. Stings. That was hilarious. We got a little tussle at the end too. What the hell is going on? But anywho, IU no shows against Michigan, but they do cover. IU did cover the 16.5. Everyone I saw and their mother was on Michigan. Wow, buzzer beater from the top of the key. Drives in. And 1, 5 seconds left. Oh my god! And then that's game. I mean, that's game. Fucking idiot. That should be a technical foul. But
it's 7 minutes into the game, buddy. 7 minutes into the game.
Hey, I'm on Kansas too, so yeah, chill the fuck out, my guy. Iowa State up by 30. That sucks.
That I'm pissed. I hate squaring up with the public when everybody's on something. I absolutely hate it. I laid off. That line kind of sat at 13.5, 14.5, and they fucking run them out the gym. We all saw that coming. I just bitched out. Didn't play it.
That's all noise to me when I see all that shit. I don't look at all that shit.
I'm a basket case right now.
Yeah, but you always, I mean, not you're always a basket case, but you always are looking in. You've always been one to look into everything, I feel like. And sometimes it works out. But that, to me, whatever someone else is betting is noise. I'm going to go with what my thoughts are on that. But yeah, Michigan IU over fell short. Iowa State covers ease. I didn't bet St. Louis, but they didn't cover. I didn't bet St. Bonaventure Loyola. Glad I didn't. St. Bonaventure wins by 14.
That team is infuriating. You bet on them, they don't show up. You don't bet on them, they fucking run them out the gym.
Yeah. And then Butler wins by 7. I think they were 6.5 on the show last night, got up to 7. I can't remember. I didn't bet it. Oklahoma State, though, covers the 8.5, but blew a lead and win, only putting up 24 second-half points. They just fell flat. Offense wasn't clicking in the second half. They had to rely on Clary, and he's more of a Dino's guy, gonna feed you more than he is to rely on, and that's what they kind of had to with TCU. TCU comes back, wins by 3 in their weird gym, but Oklahoma State did cover the 8.5.
Cowboys are good, man. They lack defense, but they're fucking good. They could just play a lick of defense. They'd be damn good.
Yep. SEMO beats the shit out of UT Martin. UT Martin didn't do anything on offense. Couldn't do it. Couldn't make a shot. Turned that game off fairly quickly on my TVs. UT Martin, I did bet plus 2.5. Outside of that, in Bowling Green, Western Michigan, my worst bets. But other than that, my night was pretty good. UIC covers the 9.5 with ease. Dude, Illinois, Chicago, man, they're flirting with a Missouri Valley run here a little bit. Winners of what now? 5 straight. Five straight after starting 0-4 in conference play. They're on a run here. If they continue this up and how hot they're playing, they'll be flirting with the Missouri Valley.
Yeah, I mean, I will say Evansville, Drake, Northern Iowa, last 3. Those 3 have been very underwhelming this year. But Southern Illinois and Illinois State wins, good ones there. But I just think Missouri Valley is a little bit. I don't know. It's a little bit down this year. It's still great. There's still some great teams, but overall, it just feels a little down.
Yeah, I agree. But it is good that it's like kind of all over the place. That's kind of what the conference is for. So we'll continue to ride the Missouri Valley and love the craziness of it. Michigan State dominates. We just saw the Missouri game end. Unfortunate, just the worst thing that could happen for them at the end. Ole Miss doesn't cover. They're back to sucking. I think they still suck. Wake Forest.
They're coming off the Egg Bowl.
Yeah,
on the hardwood. So I mean, should have faded them. Damn it.
Wake Forest, welcome to the no bet list. They are atrocious. All they got is like slashers, no other acumen on the court at all. It's horrible. Arkansas money line though with ease. Vanderbilt on a 3-game skid now, so they're going to continue falling. I think falling back to earth after a solid non-conference start. Boise State money line gets it done with ease as well. They went 81-65 in Laramie. Sorry, Boise State's just better. And then Rutgers covers the 16.5 after Iowa's absolute defensive juggernaut performance. And then they laid an egg offensively. Who are they to lay that many points? I don't care if it's Rutgers.
That was ridiculous. Why do we not lock that up? 20. It was 19. Oh, I didn't. It was 19.5 last night. I was like, what the? It was so weird. I was like, 19. I don't get it. I just stayed off. But who in their fucking right mind was laying 20 with fucking Iowa last night?
Yeah, I bet Rutgers last night, got 19.5. So I think they were baiting people. Oh, they'll win by 20 a little bit. Rutgers is terrible, but yeah, after going 12-2, we have fallen to 13-8. But with only 3 games remaining, that is a profitable day. So even if we fall to 13-11, which it wouldn't be ideal, let's try to go to 16-8, win these final 3. Need UCLA to cover the 6.5. Need Kansas to cover 4.5, and then Utah State team total over, which is our Rhythm play of the day. So shout out Rhythm. They've been doing great stuff, and behind the scenes have been rocking. They got all the statistics. I'm talking all the statistics each day. Each game, it resets, running all the CSVs automatically of every stats, data, transfer portal roster, you name it. Pick every game as well too. So Rhythm has been a absolute success and has been fun to watch. And it's also just really fun to watch other sports as well too. What they've been offering, what Rhythm has. Rhythm's got every NFL, college football, which is now over, WNBA, NBA. So they all year round, they're going to be rocking, picking every slate on the board, and they dabble in the futures as well too. So keep an eye on Rhythm. and use that promo code PFP25 for Rhythm's promo code and our promo code for 25% off your first month. Trevor, you got any thoughts on Rhythm and just how great the year's been? I know that you were tapping into Rhythm heavy in NBA around the holidays when NCAA was winding down. I know you've been kind of tapping into it with other sports. Outside of CBB and what we talk about on CBB, it's been some great stuff with other sports.
Yeah, they've been great all year. That week and a half stretch, whatever, with the NBA was very profitable for me. And I think they're still killing it. I mean, their player props for NFL and whatnot have been NBA have been absolutely crushing it too. If you follow their Twitter, you just see they post it, and they got definitely edges on certain players and teams that they've been cashing in on, and it's been great. I mean, college football was another great season. Almost 24 units for me with the assist of Rhythm in some of these spots. They definitely helped out. And then NFL's been nice. College basketball, I got to pick and choose a little better, but overall they've been crushing it for overall for the season with all their smart signals and everything. So it's been fantastic. Shout out Rhythm, appreciate them.
Shout out Daniel Garcia, maybe the funniest comment I've ever seen. Huff looked like he just robbed a rally house, which is definitely like a very this is like a bookstore ass hoodie for sure. Just like Indiana and then IU, but I mean, come on, like, you think I fucking showered today after? I mean, look at me, I'm disgusting. You think I showered after that game last night? No, we hung out, drank more after the Pump Fake pod, stayed up late, still showed up to work. Still worked the full day, got slides done. I mean, we're rocking. We got time for that. We'll shower tomorrow. Don't worry. But little slow day to say the least. But we were still rocking the work day. But yeah, shout out Trevor. So what? Trevor's 2-2. We're kind of battling here. And then what? I need 13-8, 3 bets left. So it was a good slate. Trevor told me to be a volume shooter. He was rocking his leans last night, so I think he's going to be absolutely fire on the day. We're going to absolutely have a fire ass night because what? It's a Wednesday slate, right? Trevor, my days are all messed up. I feel like
tomorrow is Wednesday. Yeah.
I don't know why I asked you, but. Yeah, fire games. We got like 6, 7 o'clock games. We got P5, and then you got the mid-majors sprinkled in before mid-major Thursday comes in. And yeah, hit that like button. Yeah, hey, that's some COVID stuff. I'm one of the few remote workers left. It's a luxury. I find it blessing. So I count my blessings, and that's one of them. But I had no meetings today. Got left alone for the most part, so it was easy. But we work hard still, no matter what condition we're in. But tomorrow, 6:30 in the morning, 7 in the morning, I'll be showered, ready to rock and roll. And no comments. And then so yeah, we'll let's go. Brennan says don't shower until you have a losing day. Well, let's go. No, I got to shower tomorrow for sure. I woke up this morning. I could smell beer off my pores. I felt like for how many beers I consumed on Monday. But anywho, Trevor woke up, felt great. Woken up being a national champion, a fan of it at least. I'm not an alumni, but it felt great. Something.
I know how you feel. Waking up as a national champion is one of the best feelings of all time.
Shout out Badgers in college? Volleyball. I don't know if you know that.
Badgers women volleyball, I'm pretty sure. Hockey. That's what it is.
No comment.
There's a natty.
Wisconsin did win their basketball. Wisconsin did win in like 1939. Like they won like one of the first like NCAA tournaments, like sanctioned NCAA tournaments.
Yeah. Milwaukee's got a World Series too. I mean, Wisconsin's just full of winners, man. It's just what we do around here.
You're talking about the Brewers being winners?
The city of Milwaukee has a World Series.
Oh no, not this again. I'm not doing this. No, the Braves have a World Series. It's a business. It's a business.
Milwaukee.
It's a business. The Ravens don't have a Super Bowl because the Colts won in Baltimore, by the way. So, anywho,
I don't know. I think that's a Baltimore. That's a Baltimore.
No, it is not. It is a Colts Super Bowl. It is a Colts.
They're the Baltimore Colts at the time. You can't just because greedy businessmen decide to move
as much as it is almost a communist country. This isn't. The city doesn't own. Even though cities do own franchises, they don't own the entity. If they move and relocate, it becomes a different entity. The entity goes with the team.
But the entity resided in that city. If they were in Indianapolis all those years, maybe they only have one.
Where does a Braves banner hang at Miller?
I haven't been there. I don't even know, to be honest. They've got to have something up for that. That was a true accomplishment.
They don't. Anyway, let's move on. Screw baseball. I'm not ready to talk all of that shit sport. The
that's like honestly been my best sport the last 3 years. I will not take the MLB slander.
Well, I mean, hey, I won't take the Miami Ohio slander, so it's all right. That's what we're here for. We're here to banter, here to talk shit, and but we're here to talk college basketball. And let's rock college basketball on the Wednesday hump day slate. We got 54 games to go over. And there's going to be some good ones. Not your normal Super Tuesday. It was your normal Super Tuesday slate. Going to be your normal Wednesday, Thursday. We're getting back into a routine with college basketball here. So let's keep it rocking and rolling. Starts us off with Samford versus Wofford. Wofford is laying 4.5 against Samford. Over under is 156.5 here. Wofford down to 3.5. I said no. Well, no, 4.5. Is that what you're seeing, Trevor? Still 4.5?
Do not have the board up, but I can pull it up and look real quick.
Oh, the board up? What?
Yeah, 4.5. Yeah, same 4.5 everywhere.
My app just
actually it's flat across everything.
My app just randomly decided to start updating as soon as we pick the games. The site I use. Yeah, 4.5. It looks like Samford 3 losses in a row. Wofford off their road win against Furman, but they lost at home against Chattanooga. Wofford defensively, pretty much an issue for sure, especially in conference play. They can't defend the 3 at all. Samford does a good job of distributing their points, diversifying the basketball. Don't really live and die by a certain standpoint, but they may try to expose Wofford's defense and shoot more threes. Don't think you can get a Samford's 3-point prop, but something to take an eye out there and look at. But Wofford's threes have been solid, and Samford's defense okay. Pace-wise, I think we're going to see a good amount of pace, so could step it up. But I don't know if the total's right for me. I feel like this number is going to be kind of spot on here. Samford going to play a little desperate here, but I just don't think that they're that good. I think they're in a turnaround year, kind of transition year. Lost two at home. Now they're hitting the road. I know Wofford's off of their win at Furman, but I think it's a worthy number against a poorly Samford team, and hopefully Wofford can step it up defensively. And if Samford tries to step up and shoot more threes, let's just pray to God that they miss it on the road for sure. Lay it with Wofford.
Yeah, I'll lay it with Wofford. Better offense. I know they got Mercer on deck, but they should beat them. Samford hasn't been playing back with that well, obviously, and Wofford's been kind of getting it rolling. So I'll take them to cover this number before Mercer comes into town the Saturday. So Terry, you're up. Asheville's laying 1 against Upstate here. Nope, not Texas, Kentucky. Where you at? Here we go. Asheville. Asheville's off with 2 losses, and then Upstate off with a High Point loss. Coming back home, I don't think Asheville is that good. I'll take Upstate at home, but I will not be betting this game. No Drew Pember. Have not really cared for this Asheville team much. He was a big piece. So Upstate catching one at home. I'll take them after just playing High Point. I think they come out ready to play tomorrow.
This line has flipped, by the way.
Mm.
USC Upstate is favored. Upstate's laying a point. Looks like Asheville's catching 2.5 on BetMGM as well. God, who is Upstate to be laying point? But I love my Upstate. I do love Upstate. I kind of with you on Asheville, just how bad that they are. But Upstate's really hit an offensive spell in Big South play. And watching them has been horrible, especially, 50 points, not even putting up barely above 70 points in Big South play after a solid start in non-conference. But UNC Asheville is an opponent that I think that they can step up and play. I'll take Asheville. The line movement already on Upstate. Asheville's catching 2.5. This early. We made these slides 2 hours ago. I get it. Upstate at home maybe, but I'll take the shitty Asheville team and the bullshit name brand. You gonna fade your do the line flip?
Oh no, Upstate, but no bet. I'm not touching this game.
Oh, I'm betting this game. UNC Greensboro versus VMI. Look at he goes. I feel like that sound makes you enticed to bet VMI.
I want to, but it's a weekday. They are coming off the Citadel fucking 14-point loss. Greensboro coming in. Greensboro's not good. They beat Citadel in overtime by 3 at home. I don't think Greensboro's that good. I'll take VMI. No bet though. I think they'll be up. Keydets are back. I don't know how rowdy it'll be, but Greensboro's not good. VMI a little bit better this year. Not much, but a little bit.
Not much, but a little bit. Sounded like Bill Raftery there. Loved it. I'll go VMI at home. I feel like the line's a little bit telling. UNC Greensboro defensively, major issues. And I think VMI could step it up for how bad that their offense is going up against a bad defense. Bad plus bad equals more bad. So, but if it's the other way around and bad is trying to beat bad, then more bad is good. So simple logic there. If you catch my drift, VMI steps it up on defense. They play way better at home, especially there. And VMI is going to live and die by the 3 a little bit. I think UNCG a little small at guard. I think that they could a little struggle against VMI and the Keydets. I'll take the Keydets plus 2.5. I'll let the number climb up a little bit too.
Yeah, it'll go up. People bet Greensboro in the name.
I mean, it's already up to 2.5. VMI.
Yeah, it'll keep going. I bet you it closes 4.5, 5. To be honest, people are just going to bet Greensboro and fade a Service Academy.
Maybe not. Maybe he'll hang around the 2-3. But yeah, I'll take the 2.5. Yeah, that line's. But we'll wait. We're keeping eyes. We got a nice little spread here of War Room. Yeah, Boston is laying 4 against Lafayette. Over under is 145.5. Lafayette, off of their big win against Holy Cross, is it right to fade them? But I mean, laying points with Boston is a little scary. I think who wants to lay points with this Boston team? They could be winning by 20, 10, and then they go ahead and blow it. I think defensively, they're a major issue. They already played Lafayette on January 7th. They won 83-67. Really shut down Lafayette offensively. I think lightning strikes twice for this Lafayette team, even going onto the road. And then they step it up and get this Boston team. Boston offensively, juggernaut. defense on the other side of the ball, another way around, and another story. So give me Lafayette. I'm not afraid of the of not taking them, even though they just had a win against Holy Cross and they're going onto the road. But I think Boston shouldn't be laying points, especially 4.5. Boston's already kind of taken a skid. And I think since Lafayette's already seen Boston, they're going to step it up a little bit, especially even on the road, and get a random. Each team wins on their away spot.
Yeah, I'll take Boston. I know they're schizophrenic, but Lafayette's offense is not that good. It's pretty rough. And they're coming off of a win. Boston back-to-back losses. They got Colgate on deck. I think this is a get-right spot. For them, I'll take Boston laying the 4.5. I think they light them up, but probably won't be firing on this one.
I love my guy John Napolitano. He's great. He just goes, Boston is ass. Lafayette +4. He's like, it's like ass and ass. Though.
Yeah.
I love it. Lafayette is terrible.
Boston's booty cheeks. Lafayette is mega booty cheeks.
Hey! It's that booty cheeks. Dayton laying 10.5 against LaSalle. Over under is 136.5. Dayton kind of been rolling, stepping it up, especially around the perimeter defensively. They've been able to shut teams out. Just as a lot of points for me for some reason. Personally, I don't know if Dayton can keep shutting these teams out, slowing them down. I think it's a low-scoring game, though. I'll take the under 136.5, but no bet for me.
I'll take LaSalle. Dayton laying 10.5 doesn't feel well, especially on the road. 6-point win to Duquesne, 2-point win at Loyola Chicago. Beat Marquette and needed overtime, and then Cincinnati got them by 12 earlier. But LaSalle's just going to grind this out, make it disgusting. I think minimal possessions. I think they can cover this 10.5 here. At home, Dayton hitting the road, and they've won 5 straight here. I'm not saying they're going to lose, but I think it's a little bit of a go through the motion sleepy spot game. I'll take the 10.5 with LaSalle.
Winthrop laying 11 against Radford. This line is down to 9.5. So it looks like Winthrop is being hit here, or Radford is being hit early from these bettors. Winthrop, man, I mean, they're off of a solid performance, High Point, UNC Asheville on the road. I mean, 5-1 to start Big South play, and losing their first one. So they've been on a road, and Radford's been on a roll as well too. But I think with under Zach Chu and how Radford plays, I coined that LA fitness ball, and now you welcome Winthrop's tempo and the way that they've been playing offense. I'm not worried about an over being in the 160s. I think this over is going to hit. It'll be Winthrop, Radford, over 164.5. I think the tempo is perfect for us here. A lack of defense, and now both teams fighting for a solid spot in Big South, top of the conference. I think it's going to come down to the wire. Both teams are going to play tough, and we're going to see high 80s, maybe a team up in the 90s in this one for Winthrop, Radford. Give me the over, 164.5.
Yeah, I'll lay it with Winthrop. Winthrop's going to dominate the glass here. Get a whole bunch of second chance opportunities, take it away from Radford. If Radford's not hitting their shots, I think they're in trouble. I think Winthrop's going to get enough extra possessions and shoot the ball well enough here to cover this big number tomorrow.
All right, Colgate. Oh man, laying a point against American off of a good win against Army, got it done. And then Colgate, man, it's just like, which Colgate are you gonna? I mean, is this Colgate team kind of dead in my opinion? Like, is it worth maybe tapping into the buy low spot here personally with Colgate, because now this isn't Colgate laying 7.5, 9.5, multiple double digits. Now it's Colgate on the road getting a point against American. I'll take Colgate. they're off a big win. This line does kind of stink. They already beat American by 2 at home. Now they're welcoming in American, who's really picked up the pace. But I think we see Americans kind of fall back to earth off their last 2 games. We get Colgate on a buy low spot for me, even with the stinky line. So I'll take Colgate money line here.
Yeah, I'll take American. They're playing pretty well. I mean, they played Colgate on the road to a 2-point loss. And then beat Army Navy. Following that, I mean, Navy, a good team. Now they got Colgate coming in here. I think it's a revenge spot, back-to-back road games for Colgate. I'll take American, but if the public's hammering Colgate, I'll just flip over to Colgate tomorrow because they have been feasting. So, like American, probably going to be betting American tomorrow anyway.
What? Troy's laying 6.5 against Old Dominion. Over under is 152.5. Oh God, Old Dominion stinks, but this line to me is a little stinky. Old Dominion off of a road win against App State. Troy just been beating the shit out of teams. I'll take Old Dominion plus the points. They're horrible though. No bet for me. This line to me just feels a little bit telling. I don't think it's that much of an overcorrection from their win at App State. I think the books know Old Dominion sucks, and Troy's been kind of drilling teams. I expected this line even to be a little bit higher, so I'll take Old Dominion plus 7.5, but no bet.
Yeah, I'll take Old Dominion too. Troy's been routing teams. Old Dominion has been kind of whatever. I mean, but they've been on the road 4 straight games. So first home game since January 3rd coming up tomorrow. So almost 3 weeks. Beat Coastal, beat App, lost to James Madison by 1 and Georgia Southern by 3 on the road. So they've been playing teams tough, and now you got big dog Troy coming in here off of a big 25-point win over Arkansas State and haven't hit the road. I think Old Dominion keeps this close. I'll take the 6.5.
I'm not betting that game.
Probably not.
So I got 6 bets currently, 2 no bets. Villanova laying 9.5 against Georgetown. Over under is 143.5 here.
Oh shit! UCLA up 2 with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, I know that was a fire ass. Let's go. Let's fucking go. No overtime for the plus 6.5, please. No overtime. No overtime. What a nice little pick and pop there, man. Nice.
Bilodeau.
Let's go. Nice little pick and pop. Got set right away. That was water. You got anything in this one for Villanova here in Georgetown? Georgetown's been pretty ass. Willard's stepped it up a little bit. Are you going to lay the big number though in a conference game?
Maybe. I mean, Villanova off of that St. John's loss. They got UConn on deck on Saturday. Kind of feel like this is a back home get right spot for Villanova, but it's a lot of points. I mean, KenPom's got this 13, and the books are posting this at 9.5. A little fishy, but I'll take the 9.5 with Villanova. I think they get right before playing UConn. But no bet. I mean, asking them to win by double digits. I get wanting to play well and get back on track, but winning by 10 is kind of a tough feat. And they're probably looking ahead a little bit to UConn too. So Villanova, but no bet. Just a little too big of a number. I'd rather. I mean, obviously you'd want a lower number if you want to play the team, but 9.5 is just too much.
Yeah, I mean, Georgetown's definitely been able to kind of keep some games close for sure. And like, which side are we going to get, right? Villanova, I would assume, is going to control the pace at home. But even with Villanova's pace, they've been a very efficient team, putting up a good amount of points. I think with the 10.5, it's just a little bit too much. I think Georgetown can get into the 70 market or around 68. I will take a gross over here of 143.5 for Villanova, Georgetown. I think this just sneaks by. And if Villanova gets to 80, even better. Now we just need Georgetown to score 64. They definitely can get it done. But just a little bit too volatile for me to lay this many points We've seen Villanova be able to drill teams, but Georgetown can hang tough, especially for certain amount of game, a certain amount of the game. I feel like Georgetown definitely does fizzle out at the end of these spots, but and kind of relies on KJ Lewis and Malik Mack. But I will say, as much as Villanova, I think they're just a cohesive unit. They're going to be able to get it done. UCLA wins outright. Let's go. Another green.
That was the play they drew up. Just a trailer 3 with 5 seconds left.
Yep.
Stefanovic drew that one up, it looked like, based on the huddle they were showing.
Did he really?
I mean, he had the clipboard or whiteboard, and
normally PJ Thompson. Normally,
yeah, Stefanovic. It looked like tonight, unless someone else drew it up, but why would you do that? Yeah, it looked like it was a Stefanovic play.
All right, I moved to 14-8 with Utah State team total and Kansas -4.5 needed. Let's go. 14-8. Went 14-11 last night. If we go 14-10, it's great. We'll take it. All right. Oh, Kentucky laying 6.5 against Texas. Over/unders 154.5. Man, Kentucky's like my butler. Trevor, you want to take this away?
Yeah, Kentucky just beat Tennessee on the road. Incredible comeback. What was that, like 16 they were down? Came back, got it done. Winners of 3 straight. Swept the road trip. Now you're coming home to Texas. Texas off the A&M loss. Brutal at home. Kentucky sucks. Kentucky needs to hit like 14 threes if they want any chance, which they possibly could do against Texas. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is not a dead spot, but just not a fully get up spot after that insane comeback against Tennessee. I'll take the 6.5 with Texas. I think they're live to win this game. Kentucky sucks. Just when you think they're getting it right, they will drop a game, and then the Mark Pope hot seat talk will resume.
Yeah. I don't want to lay any points with Kentucky here, but at Rupp, they've kind of stepped it up. I feel like this is like their momentum game for sure. That I think that they could roll here. If anything, Kentucky team total over 80.5, but no bet for me. I'm not betting. No, I'm not betting this Kentucky team. I can't. I don't know if they come back hot for Rupp off their 3 wins or not. It's too up in the air for me. I do think Texas will play pissed off, so I'll root for you. Fuck Kentucky, but yeah, no bet for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to put money on a team to win by 4 possessions when they shoot 67% at the line too in conference play. So, no, thank you.
Purdue-Fort Wayne versus Detroit. Purdue-Fort Wayne, who had a horrible start to the season, has been rolling though, and Horizon League play. Winners of 4 straight have really stepped it up. 6-3 in conference play. Now they're getting a Detroit team. I know that this line is a little bit telling in my opinion because Detroit only catching 2.5 against Purdue-Fort Wayne and how well Purdue-Fort Wayne's been playing. But I think I think it's fair price. I think, and we're gonna get it now. I'm gonna take Purdue-Fort Wayne -2.5 here, and take the Powers Hamburger spot. Purdue-Fort Wayne really likes to spread the floor, and gonna run that motion offense. Kind of really try to take you outside. You know, they got Hadnot, Stevenson, DeAndre Craig. They got tons of guards, a lot of depth at guard play that I think they could step up and expose even Detroit a little bit around the 3-point defense. But Detroit, I will give them credit, has stepped it up in conference play. They're not an automatic fade spot under this Mark Montgomery new Titans coming from NIU now to Detroit. They're not a lay-down team completely, but I think the way Purdue-Fort Wayne style of play goes is going to be an issue for them in Detroit. So I will take Powers Hamburgers and PFW.
I don't know if I'll bet this, but probably Detroit +2.5. Fort Wayne looking good again. Now we're all just forgetting how bad they were prior to that. I mean, past couple of years, conference play has not been their strong suit either. They're winning a few games, but hitting the road to Detroit. Detroit has an offense. Fort Wayne scores, I don't know, what, 75-ish to 80 a game. They put up 100 last game on Milwaukee. Now you're going to hit the road. Mercy's been playing good. I mean, they're putting up 80, 71, 94, 82, 85. They've got an offense. I don't think Fort Wayne's going to have as much offensive success as last game. I'll take the home dog with the Titans. Storm the court.
ETSU is laying 4.5 against Chattanooga. I believe this line is up to now 5.5. Over under is 145.5 here. ETSU off of another road win and after their road loss to Western Carolina. So now in their third road spot. Chattanooga coming back home off of their 2 road wins. So interesting plays here. You got Chattanooga who plays a lick of defense, and you got East Tennessee State that thrives on defense alone almost, and just going to kind of slug you down, drag you out a little bit. But Chattanooga getting this many points at home, God, as much as I hate kind of betting on this Chattanooga team, but this line's kind of already jumped. I know East Tennessee State's a monster on defense, but they've really gave proof. They lost to Western Carolina. They played Samford down to the wire on the road. Maybe they're due for a spot and kind of exposing Chattanooga's defense, but I'm taking Chattanooga at home here. It's just too many points. See this line moving to 6.5 already too, maybe potentially.
Yeah, I'll take Chattanooga at home. They're starting to play well. Getting one of the big dogs coming in here. I think it's a measuring stick game. I think they can hang within this number, probably win the game. So give me Nuga.
Yeah, let's go. I love that East Tennessee State team though. They're gonna beat their next home opponent by 30, no matter who it is. North Carolina is laying 11.5 against Notre Dame. Over under is 148.5. North Carolina's off of 2 losses. Now they're coming back home. Not my favorite team to lay double digits with, but this kind of feels like a good spot for them to step up and kick some ass here. I will take UNC's team total over 80.5. I think they come out strong here against even a slow-paced Notre Dame team and expose them a little bit. They're due for it off of 2 road losses. I think they're ready to come back and bounce back. But laying that many points is interesting. I'll take their team total over 80.5.
I'll just take the game over. UNC's defense has been exposed lately. I mean, they gave up 97, 84, 95, and 84. Lately, Notre Dame defense not like it's amazing, 89, 81, 76. In their last 3, UNC can score. Notre Dame has the ability to. I think getting a flawed defensive team like UNC, we could see buckets on both sides. Just because they went to the West Coast and dropped those games coming home, I don't necessarily think they'll roll, but I don't have enough faith in Notre Dame to kind of hang within this number. But I do think if Notre Dame gets 65, 70 points, I think this over definitely hits. So give me the over 148.5.
Charleston Southern versus Presbyterian. This one's a fun one. Charleston Southern is laying a point against the Blue Hose. Over under is 149.5. This line is, I don't know. Are we sure this line moved this much? Might have been a mistake there, but Charleston Southern is laying.
I see 5.5.
5.5. Yeah, I don't think it opened at that. Jeez, what the hell? This line kind of stinks. Presbyterian, they're kind of due for an egg laying though, but I'll take Presbyterian at home. No bet for me though. That line movement's crazy.
Yeah, I really like Charleston Southern at -1. Now laying 5.5. I don't know. Man, give me Charleston Southern team total over. Presbyterian struggles to defend the 3. Charleston Southern, we know that's what they do. Presbyterian just beat the shit out of who did they play? Gardner Webb. by almost 40. I think this is a game where they kind of get hit in the mouth again and realize, oh shit, we're playing a real team after that. So I'll take Charleston Southern team total over. Don't want to lay the 5.5 though.
Creighton is laying 8.5 against Xavier. Over under is 155.5. This line is come down a bit. This line has come down to 7, I see, and 6.5 some places. I get it. Creighton doesn't really beat up on teams too much. At home, they kind of let Georgetown come back a little bit and hang around. And then Creighton, you don't know, they're not very physical. They really are not physical. They used to rely on their size a ton. And I feel like they just can't really spread the floor as much as they wanted to running that motion kind of offense, their 3-man weave scenario. But they did beat Marquette by 21 at home. Xavier's a hot piling heap of ass. Now that Xavier's won 2 in a row, they're going on the road. I will take Creighton minus 6.5 against Xavier, and I like Xavier's team total under as well too. So for this one, check the picks page, whichever one I do there. It's going to be Xavier team total under or Creighton 6.5.
Yeah, I lay with Creighton. Xavier's got the Patino Bowl on deck also. 1-2 at home. Now you're traveling out to Nebraska. Creighton off the loss. Creighton's going to light them up from 3. I just don't think Xavier's that good, and I think they're honestly looking ahead to that Patino Bowl. That's a big game. So weird travel spot. Well, not a weird one. It's Big East, but still, you're 2 home games, and you're traveling over to Creighton. Then you're coming back home to play the Patino Bowl. I'll take Creighton. I think they run it up. They win by double digits.
All right. Fordham, Davidson. Davidson's laying 5 now, I see, against Fordham. Over under is 132.5. So this line's gone up a little bit. I will take that under 132.5. I know it's a really low total to take an under at, and I normally like kind of stabbing at those close overs, but both tempos are horrible. Fordham defensively a solid team. Davidson at home a much better team defensively, and I think that they're ready to do some vengeance for sure. They just got a nice little win against George Washington. Have had a whole week to think about it after their putrid performance at home against Rhode Island. I like Davidson, but I think the under is in play. I think Davidson could hold Fordham to like 40, 50 points.
I'll take Fordham with the 6. Davidson off of the big George Washington road win. Come home, you got VCU on deck, George Mason, Richmond, and St. Louis. They got a hell of a stretch coming up. I think Fordham can hang around, get inside interior-wise, just hang around. I don't think they're going to win the game, but I think they'll lose this game by 4 or 5. I'll take Fordham, but probably no bet.
All right, Bradley laying 8.5 against Indiana State. The Sycamores, the state tree of Indiana. Trevor, you riding with the Sycamores, or are you going to go with Bradley here in Peoria up there in Illinois at home?
Yeah, I know Bradley just lost to Illinois State on the road, but that triple overtime classic earlier this year, Indiana State really gave that game away. And then since then it has not been pretty. They're 2-5 wins over Belmont, Illinois State, but I don't think they forgot that game. Obviously, nobody did. It was a great game. I think this is a max effort game. They should have won that game. They blew it. I think they come in pissed off and ready to play tomorrow. Bradley, coming in off of the loss too. I get it, but this is just a spot where I think Indiana State gets up and avenges that loss. I like Indiana State here. I think they're live on the money line too.
Yeah, I mean, fading Bradley at home not very profitable in my opinion, but I do see your cap for sure on Indiana State playing tough there. But so I'll kind of semi-ride there. I'll go Bradley, Indiana State, full game over here. I think we see tons of pace yet again. Bradley's been able to put up high 80s at home. And the last time out, they played Northern Iowa and still almost put up 80 against Northern Iowa's pace and tempo. I know Northern Iowa not a very good team, but we've seen Bradley be able to score in the high 80s. And if they lay down a little bit defensively against this Indiana State offense, then this over should hit with ease for sure. And if Bradley scores 90, even better. So, yeah, give me Bradley, ISU over 153. Oh, God. Pitt's laying 2 against Boston College. Over-unders 136.5 here. Oh, my God.
Boston College gets a back-to-back win.
This game sucks.
No. Hell no. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you. We don't. With all due respect, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear that.
Pitt versus Boston College, my least favorite game on the board. We have 4 no bets. This will be a 5th for tomorrow here. Pitt is horrible. Capel's on the way out. Boston College gets 2 in a row at Chestnut Hill. I'll take Boston College plus the points. No bets.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to see Pitt blown out by Louisville by 40. They got a 40-piece the other day. Now you're going to go play Boston College. They should be able to get that done. But Boston College, I mean, we saw them at home against NC State, gave them a scare. I mean, that game was closer than the 8-point final. They go to Louisville, lose by 13. Clemson beats the shit out of them. But they did beat Syracuse in overtime at home. Now they're staying home. Pitt, off that embarrassing loss, I think people are going to see that and be like, all right, they'll win. Bounce back, just Pitt money line. But I think Boston College can get this done. I do not want to put my hard-earned money on Boston College and find out, but Boston College or nothing.
Yeah, no thank you for me either.
Juice, there's no pride for Pitt. They're a bunch of fugazi front runners, as Moneyline Mac would say. They're not. They're going to lose tomorrow. This is a spot everybody expects them to win, and they're going to lay a fucking egg and lose by like 6 to Boston College. Maybe I'll bet it.
Richmond is laying 2.5 against Rhode Island. This line kind of stinks in my opinion. Rhode Island, solid team defensively, but solid team defensively with no offense is 1-4 in A10 play. Now you're getting a Richmond team that has shown up. I mean, they're 3-3. But I mean, even at home, they've been able to step it up. I think Rhode Island's offense is too weak here against the Spiders. I'll take Richmond at home.
Yeah, Richmond up the St. Louis game. They got George Washington on deck. Kind of a weird travel spot. Home or road against St. Louis, back home against Rhode Island. Richmond, back home against Rhode Island, and then George Washington. Rhode Island, I'm not a big fan of at all, especially on the road. They are catching points. That is tempting, but I think this is a spot for Richmond to bounce back off of that St. Louis loss and get ready for G-Dub coming in. They're heading to G-Dub on Saturday. No bet.
I'm betting. Florida Atlantic laying 11 against Tulane. Over-unders 155.5. Florida Atlantic guy himself. The bridge to the pump fake pod, betting on FAU that year. Basically started the pump fake pod the next year. What are you doing here, my friend?
Yeah, FAU's look good. Went on the road to Temple, got a win. The Wichita State, Memphis, UAB. Now you got Tulane coming in, lost 2 straight here, but they're catching 11. This is feels like a tad inflated line for FAU. They've been playing really well, but they got South Florida on deck on the road. That's a big game for them. 11 feels a little too high. FAU's been cooking. I'm not saying they're going to lose tomorrow. I think they're going to win this game by 6 or 7. Give me Tulane with the 11 here. And Ron Hunter catching points now. They're not expected to win. They just got to hang around.
Yeah, God, Tulane is terrible though, man. Personally, for me, watching them is.
Oh shit! They did beat FAU already, January 4th by 3 at home.
Yeah, Tulane is just hit like an offensive skid. I feel like as much as Ron Hunter's my guy, Indy got IUPUI to the dance. It is a lot of points to your credit, but this Tulane team is just, I don't know, man. They're so bad. Don't love Florida Atlantic's defense, though. I'll take Tulane's team total under. I don't have a line on it, though, so I need to find it. Check the picks page for this game. Bucknell laying 6.5 against Army. Over-unders 145.5. Who the hell wants to lay 6.5 with Bucknell? I know Army has sucked. They haven't covered this number really as of recent. And Bucknell has stepped it up at home. I mean, beat Lehigh by 7, Loyola by 3, Lafayette by 7. They're just putting that number out because it's 7 and they've won at home. Give me Army plus the points.
Yeah, I tend to lean Army. Army's kind of an infuriating team. If they're not hitting their threes, they're going to get run out the gym. They don't stand a chance. But Bucknell, not a great 3-point defense. Yeah, I'll take Army with the points, but no bet. Just they got to hit their threes. If they're not going to hit them, they're in trouble. They have no interior, no nothing. They're in trouble if they don't hit their threes.
No, I know. That's definitely scary. Right on. Thank you, Brennan, on that. 72.5. It's kind of a lot. Florida Atlantic can run it up. I'm going to go full game under there, actually. They'll probably score like 170, though. God, that game's just weird in my opinion. But, yeah. I'll take Tulane's team total under. Anywho, Illinois laid 18.5 against Maryland. Over-unders 149.5. Maryland, off of their dominant, one of the easiest bets this entire year for me. The entire year. Now Illinois laying this massive number like they did against Minnesota. I took Minnesota on the road. Maryland, though, just got their big win. They were dancing. Buzz Williams was taking his shirt off, running around. I'll lay it with Illinois. I think they come out strong, get a dominant performance, and Missouri a little hungover after Buzz Williams rips his shirt off. Minus 18.5, Illinois.
Yeah, I want to lay the 18.5 with Illinois. They got Purdue on deck, but Maryland just isn't very good. Illinois should be able to run this up. I mean, they should be able to, but it's a lot of points. I mean, they've been winning games 10, 11, 6. They did run Rutgers out the gym. Similar team to Maryland, you could argue. And then Penn State was an 8-point win, and then that was, the rest of it non-con. It's not like they've been dominating these teams. 18.5 is a fuckload. With Purdue on deck, I'll take Maryland. No bet.
Illinois wins 80-58. Is my opinion. Murray State laying 4.5 against Drake. Over-unders 158.5. Fucking Drake. This game is on CBS Sports Network tomorrow. Going to be a good one. I still see 4.5 places, but it's maybe a little juice. I'm not sure. What are you taking here, Trevor? Are you going Murray State, or are you taking Drake at home catching points?
Yeah, Drake at home has not been great. This is not a great iteration of Drake basketball this year. Their new coach. I guess not every coach can come in and win the conference every year. But Murray State's been really damn good. They've got a lot of athletes, a lot of players that are playing good. They already beat this Drake team by 9 at home. So the 4.5, I guess, kind of makes a little bit of sense. But this Drake team just isn't the same. Same team. Murray State's absolutely rolling. I'll lay it with Murray State on the road.
Yeah, I'll take Murray State team total over 81.5 here. I think that they're able to run it up. And Peterson at Drake hasn't been great. But Murray State, they definitely have found their stride. 8-0. It definitely is a little sketchy that their win streak is now going into Drake. But I think that they get this one on the road. Drake has been really fugazi and struggles defensively, but I think that they lose in Cedar Falls on a random spot and lose their conference streak in the Missouri Valley. So give me Murray State's team total. I think that they can expose Drake defensively for sure, and I like the Racers. Shout out average guy, boots on the ground at FAU. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
There we go. The retirement home.
Let's go. Mercer is laying 10 against Western Carolina here. Over-under is 160.5. I mean, no defense in these kind of Mercer games, man. No defense at all. I see 9.5 on Caesars. I will take Mercer minus the 9.5. I'm not afraid to lay it with these teams, especially with Mercer. They've stepped it up. I think they can score 100. And I don't know if Western Carolina offensively can keep up with this Mercer team, especially at home. I will lay it 9.5 on Caesars is available. Give me Mercer.
Yeah, I kind of like Western Carolina. I know they blew that game against Chattanooga, but they've been all right. They play to their competition, I should say. That's more like it. I mean, Furman won on the road in overtime, 87-7, and then East Tennessee State beat them at home, 72-68. Lost to Wofford by 5. Samford lost by 5. Citadel, they lost by 2 in overtime, and then Chattanooga, they lost by 8 at home. They just play to their competition. I'll take Western Carolina with the 10. Let it be, probably climb up, depending on what number. If we can get 11 and a half, I'll probably fire on Western Carolina. But I like them. I don't love them. I mean, fading Mercer at home doesn't feel like a advantageous spot to be backing on the regular. So, yeah, just give me Western Carolina. They'll keep it close. Holy Cross catching 9.5 at Navy. Pull this up. Navy coming in, double overtime win against Lehigh. You got Holy Cross on deck. You already beat Holy Cross by 7 on the road. Holy Cross just lost to Lafayette. I mean, they're not very good. I mean, that's not really a shock to anybody, but Navy's got grown men. They've already beat this team at home. They're coming in with Army on deck, so maybe a look ahead. I doubt it, but just got a scare from Lehigh. You're back home. I like this 9.5. I'll pick Navy. No bet though. It's just a big number to lay, but Holy Cross isn't good. I think if Navy wants to, they can really ship pump Holy Cross here tomorrow in Annapolis here. So give me Navy. But no bet for now. No bet. Huff will be back. I guess we'll just dabble into the next one. Furman and the Citadel. Probably just going to lay this one with Furman. Don't overthink it. They're coming in off of a loss. Citadel just beat VMI. That was their big rivalry game. They got a big win by 14 at home over the weekend. Now you got Furman coming in here, or beat VMI on the road. Now you got Furman coming in here after a home loss. Get to go play the Citadel. I think this is a nice get right spot for them. I mean, they played VMI earlier this year, 69-48. Chattanooga they beat by 11. They can blow these teams out off of loss. Citadel off of their big VMI win. I will fade them. Give me Furman.
Yeah, Citadel beat VMI. Furman beat them big, but I'm more enticed to lay it with Navy against Holy Cross than I am Furman personally, even against the Citadel team. So, yeah, I'll lay it with Furman, but I'll lay the big numbers with both of those teams. Navy that I missed.
Yep.
Queens is laying 12.5 against North Alabama. Over under is 162.5 here. Queens been rolling here, been dominating. It's a lot of points though to be laying. I mean, but this is 4 road games that they've dominated at. Win 4 straight, even though it was Jacksonville, Stetson, Gulf Coast, and North Florida. But now they welcome in one of the worst teams in the A-Sun too, in North Alabama. Going back home here. I like Queens on this spot. I'm taking their team total over 85.5. They're going to score. They're going to score well above that, and I think it's a lay spot for sure. But I'll take Queens team total over for a little safety net. I think it's just a little safer than laying it just due to Queens' lack of defense. But I think they'll be able to step it up, especially coming back home off of 4 road wins in a row.
Yeah, I like Queens here. North Alabama's just auto fade. This team is horrendous. Queens playing really good ball. They can score inside, get easy buckets. Somewhere North Alabama can't defend them. I'm just not going to overthink this. Queens is the much better team. They should kill North Alabama. North Alabama's just been a sad program to watch play ball this year. But they were just laying double digits damn near the last two games. Now they're catching 12 and a half. Probably a bit of an over adjustment. So that team total angle might be a better look than backing them to win by 12 and a half. They'll probably win by 10 or 11, knowing my luck, and score 90. So yeah, I'll pivot to that team total with you. Feels a bit safer than laying 12 and a half.
Yeah, Virgil's right. There's only 18 likes. Come on, chat. Let's get it going. Hit the like button. Let's rock. It's easy as that. We come on, give our picks. Just all you have to do is hit that like button. Longwood laying 14 and a half against Gardner Webb. Over-unders 155 and a half. Longwood, my pick to win the Big South all over the place. They show up and then they don't. And they had a horrible start to the year. But this is Gardner Webb. But it's just a lot of points for me to lay it with Longwood too. But they are off of a loss. I think it's a good spot for them. And like I said, it's Gardner Webb. Lay it. No bet for me, though.
Yeah, I will. I'll back Longwood 14 and a half. Gardner Webb, absolutely awful. Longwood's been pretty decent at home. They beat Winthrop by 12. They beat Presbyterian by 7. Their losses are on the road. But even earlier this year, they beat James Madison by 10 at home. Yeah, I mean, their loss was Delaware State at home. That just a head scratcher, absolute head scratcher from that one. But Gardner Webb is just nah. They ain't it, Chief. I'll lay the 14.5 with Longwood, especially coming off of a lost 3 of their last 4 back home again. I think they absolutely crushed them.
Yeah, that Longwood gym is a fun one too. Wright State, Cleveland State. Wright State's laying 16 and a half against Cleveland State. Speaking of Basura with La Basura is definitely Cleveland State as well. Watching Cleveland State Gardner Webb would be fun. And now you're getting Cleveland State off of their outright win over another shitty team in Youngstown. A lot of points for me to lay it. I'd rather lay Longwood than Wright State. That's for damn sure. Trevor, I may join you on Longwood. Gardner Webb's terrible. I'm gonna join you on Longwood, and I'm not gonna bet this one. I'll lay it with Longwood. No bet on Wright State for me though. Cleveland State randomly going to get some momentum, and I always expect Horizon overs, so I expect there to be points. I don't know if Wright State there's enough points in life for them to lay this many points, so it's just a big number.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland State isn't good, but Wright State's not blowing teams out. I mean, as of late, 1 by 10, 1 by 10, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 6, 1 by 15 to Oakland, December 29th, and Eastern Michigan was a 6-point win. Cleveland State's not getting blown out. They lost by 23 to Oakland. So both teams got blown up by Oakland. But other than that, they're hanging within this number, and it's not like they're just squeaking by. I'll take Cleveland State, but no bet. 16.5 is just too many points.
Yep. Too many points. I am going to lay. I did lock up Longwood just there. Confirmed. Another 16.5 point spread. IU Indy versus Oakland. Oakland laying 16.5. Over under is 178.5. My God. So what? Oakland scores 100. IU Indy scores 6 to whatever 78. I mean, Oakland could score 100 for sure, and we've seen Oakland's tempo just be dominant here. That's just crazy, though. I don't want to take a team total over 97.5, but that will be my pick. No bet. Team total over 97.5. Just too many points to bet it. A lot of things can happen for a college team to do 100 points in 40 minutes. But IUPUI's pace and how they push the tempo and like to press, I think with Oakland's pace is a match perfectly for an over scenario. But just a lot of points for me to bet it, so no bet.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the under. IU Indy hasn't been that great. I know they're giving up a lot of points, but Oakland could score 100. I don't know if IU Indy is going to get towards the 80s, to be honest. Um, I think an under here, I think this is something like 97, like 64, something like that. Laying it with Oakland, 16 and a half is a lot of points to lay. But I just don't think the pace is going to be there, or offense is going to be there for IU Indy. I mean, Oakland's got lockdown defense. They don't foul you. They can turn you over. They have tremendous defense. You're going to force IU Indy to make shots, which they really struggle to. And I think Oakland's going to kind of take the air out of the ball in the second half a little bit because they're going to be up so big. Maybe an Oakland first half, but 178 and a half is just too much. I like the under here, and if I had to pick a side, it would be Oakland. I think they win by 20 plus, but once almost 180 points, nah, no, thank you.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely there though. The recipe is there for sure. Sam Houston State's laying 5.5 against Kennesaw State. Over under is 166.5. I like Sam Houston State here. We're getting Kennesaw off of their they had their get up spot off of the investigation and banishment of Simeon Cottle. And Simeon Cottle was basically their whole team, usage wise, for the most part, and played one of the most minutes in the country. And now they've had their get up spot. Kennesaw gets Western Kentucky on the road, and Western Kentucky stumps them. And they got a little lucky that Western Kentucky just wasn't really shooting at their best. And now they're getting a Sam Houston State team that's won 2 straight on the road, really proved themselves, and one of the better defensive teams. I think we fade Kennesaw State. They've already had their get up spot. I think this Sam Houston State team gets it done at home. I will lay the 5.5.
Yeah.
I like that, John.
Kennesaw's been playing really great.
I see 4.5 available for Sam Houston. I will take it.
All right, I like that more. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, losing Simeon Cottle, you got your get up game now. You kind of got the team's got film on you without him. How you're going to play, how you're going to operate, who's stepping in. I'll take Sam Houston. They're the better team. Their last home game they lost to Liberty. I think this is a bounce back spot. Give me Sam Houston too.
Oh yeah, this game is awesome. Liberty, Western Kentucky. Liberty walks into Western Kentucky. This is not on CBS Sports. This is on ESPN, the Plus. Liberty getting a short line. Liberty normally be laying these big numbers. We see them be laying these big numbers, rightfully so. 7-0 in conference. Now they're walking into the worst timing possible for a Hank Ploma Western Kentucky team that just lost at home. I think this is a massive get-up spot for Western Kentucky and Tegan Moore and Armello Boone. Armello Boone, very, very solid defensively. I think that he can muck up Liberty and Brett Decker and Matheny, whatever the hell his name is. That's been there forever. Liberty, very efficient, can really run pick and roll, run pick and pop, very well do a lot of good things offensively. But when they go up against a team that is decent defensively and physically around the 3-point perimeter, I think they can really stump this Liberty team. And, Liberty can go inside. I think that's where their advantage is going to be, is trying to go inside against this Western Kentucky team. But they do a good job of defending the mid-range. Now that Western Kentucky needs to just be able to beef up their interior, I think they can get this one. And I think just off the sheer willpower of college basketball and the heart of just wanting to get a game, and now you welcome in the team that's 7-0. This is a good spot for Western Kentucky, and the timing off of their loss. And that line to me is just a bit telling as well. I'll take Western Kentucky plus the 1.5.
Yeah.
If Liberty wins by 30, so be it.
Yeah. It's going to be Liberty for me. I mean, these spots where it's like the better teams laying one on the road, try to get cute, take the home team in a get-up spot, has not worked. I think Liberty's just going to own the paint interior, rebounds, get whatever they want inside. I don't know if Western Kentucky's got enough to hang for a full 40 minutes. I'll take Liberty here on the money line. Just not going to get cute and try to fade Liberty with a Western Kentucky team that's iffy at best.
All right, battling. Wichita State's laying 13.5 against East Carolina. East Carolina is horrible. If you haven't noticed, they can't do anything. You don't beat Charlotte either. Just a joke. Wichita at home, solid team. I think they've been able to get the show out, but they really haven't drilled teams at home. They drilled Eastern Kentucky the last drill. They beat North Texas by 11. So now they're laying this kind of big number here. As much as I think East Carolina is horrible, it's a worthy opponent to lay a big number. Just kind of a lot for me there. I'll take Wichita State first half. Check the picks page to see if I bet it, though. I feel like they come out strong, super hyped up, but then come out and lay an egg in the second half. So probably might not make my bet list just with the amount of bets tomorrow, but check the picks page.
Yeah, I think there's a nice spot for Wichita State to absolutely fuck up ECU. ECU's offense is horrendous. Wichita State at the Roundhouse now. I mean, they were home or on the road the last 2 games, snuck one out against South Florida in overtime and lost to FAU. Now you're back home against an ECU team that can't really do a whole lot of anything. I mean, they're scoring 70, 71. They're 85 in overtime, 67, 70, 51. Offense obviously has not been great. We've all seen that all year. It's not like it's something new, but yeah, I'll take Wichita State at home in this one. Maybe first half is smarter, but I'll still take Wichita State. I mean, ECU shooting 27% from 3. I mean, Wichita State should be able to get whatever they want in this one.
Yes, I see it. I see the comment for show. Yes, I see it. But that's different. It's not a Super Bowl. You didn't get it. Get out of here. Tarleton State versus UT Arlington. UT Arlington's laying 3 against Tarleton State here. Over under is 147.5. UT Arlington's different at home, man. I love this Tarleton team, though. Now get them catching points. Shout out our guy, Elliott Money. We knew who he'd be locking up for sure. Tarleton, though, off of 3 losses in a row. I think they're due to cover one. I'll take Tarleton plus the points. I want to see it first, though. No bet for me.
Yeah, Tarleton's been they had their stretch now. They've lost 4 of the last 5, but I mean Utah Valley, Abilene Christian, Southern Utah, Utah Tech, and then they sprinkled in a Cal Baptist win in there for good measure. But Arlington on the road, Arlington off of a loss to Utah Valley, back home here against Tarleton. They lost to Tarleton 69-63 on the road. I will take Arlington with this. Hopefully Tarleton gets bet down and then I can get a better price on Arlington money line, but I think Arlington gets it done. Payback here and back home off of a loss. Tarleton's been in a struggle bus the last couple weeks here, so yeah, Arlington and the Mavs for me.
All right, South Dakota is catching 5.5 against Nebraska. Omaha over under is 160.5 here. South Dakota off of their loss at North Dakota, that was an easy play. Omaha off of a big win against Oral Roberts here. Man, this does seem like an Omaha spot potentially, but I just don't think this team is worthy to be laying this many points. I will just go with the over here. We know what we're going to get from a South Dakota team, and now you get them that just scored 70.5. I think it's a little underpriced just with how Omaha's pace is. But I think the over is certainly in play. We're going to see both these teams in the 80s.
Yeah, I'll take the points of South Dakota off of the rivalry loss. Omaha, if this is last year's team, this would be a smash, but this is not last year's team. I think we're getting a little bit of a name line here with Omaha laying 5.5 at home. But South Dakota off of a rivalry loss coming back here, playing Omaha. I think they can hang within this 5.5 for sure.
Wow, this game's awesome. Valpo laying a point against Southern Illinois here. Valpo, the Darlings, been solid. Definitely under Roger Powell, one of my favorite teams this entire season, and stepped it up in conference. But Southern Illinois defensively, very good, but they have not found a ways just to win games. They've lost some heartbreakers off of their Belmont win. Now we're getting Valpo maybe a little hungover off their Northern Iowa win, but I feel like Valpo is a win one at home team, win one on the road type of team. Now we get them on a short spread. I will take Valpo laying the points, although the line to me is kind of telling that the books are trusting the Salukis in a must-win spot. Valpo's here to shock the world, and they've already shocked the world enough this season. They're going to continue doing it. Let's go Valpo.
Yeah, Valpo for me. I love this team. Very feisty. Southern Illinois lost 3 straight back-to-back home games. Now you're hitting the road to Valparaiso. Valparaiso just beat Northern Iowa at home, 54-44. Great scoring game, but Southern Illinois will get inside, but other than that, they don't do anything. They can't shoot free throws. They can't shoot threes. Valpo can get to the line. Valpo can shoot. They're rolling. They're starting to play really good ball. I'll take Valpo money line here. Yeah, to Jacob's point too, they also lost to Southern Illinois 75-70 on the road earlier this year.
Welcome. All right, we're 1/3 of the way into the Pump Fake Pod here. So make sure that you tune in and hit that like and subscribe button for sure. Help us out. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Tulsa, oh man, laying 6.5 against Memphis. Over under is 153.5. Is Memphis broken, Trevor, or what? I know that they're 4-1, but this team is 9-8 overall. They have just not really looked competitive, and now Tulsa laying this many points is a little would be a little wild if you looked at this game preseason when we're doing our conference previews. But Tulsa really stepped it up, proven to be one of the best teams in the American. But they are off of 2 losses in a row. To me, this line's telling. I love Tulsa here and Eric Conkle, and I think he's going to be able to eat up on Penny Hardaway tomorrow. Penny's team, decent around the 3-point defense, but Tulsa's going to eat them inside. Can really win on the mid-range, I think. And now they're going to get a home win against one of their best teams in the program for the American over the last few years. I think Tulsa's going to get up for this for their players, and also Tulsa's going to get up for this and get it done for their fans as well too. And I think we see a step up. I will lay the number with Tulsa here.
No, I'll take Memphis. Penny is the dog. Gotta back it. I know Tulsa's pretty damn good. Nothing to scoff at all. I mean, losses in North Texas on the road and then South Florida after, but they bounced back 12-point win and a 22-point win on the road. Now you're back home against Memphis. Memphis on the road lost to FAU, but they beat Rice. They just haven't been sharp on the road this year, but Penny is the dog, catching 6.5. I got to play it. I mean, if this was like a pick 'em or something closer, I'd be on Tulsa, but give me 3 possessions with Penny when he's a better coach as a dog instead of laying points. I'll take it. So give me the Memphis 6.5.
Oh yeah, you're going down, buddy. Hurricanes are going to just dominate a Tiger. They're gonna just sweep a Category 5 for that Tiger tomorrow. And shout out Brennan -5.5. Tulsa going to take just locking that up now. Temple laying a point at Rice. This line reeks, but Al versus Al here. Had to get both Al logos in here because now it's all down. It's just a T and an R now. It's just a T and a script R. I'll take Temple. I know they're not as potent as a team offensively on the road, but this is Rice we're talking about. Rice off of a win too, a road win against UTSA. I think they just put up 90 points almost, and Temple off of 2 losses. I think they're due for another road spot like they had against Charlotte, like they had against Davidson. But maybe Temple's back on the take. Who knows? We never know in this day and age. But this line to me, a little short, so it does scare me. But I think Temple's better, and I think it's just a buy low spot for a team that's lost 2 in a row and not as good on the road. So give me the Temple and the Owl matchup.
Yeah, I'll be on Temple also, I like Temple, but no bet coming in here off of a loss to FAU. Rice defense is really suspect, and their offense is nothing to feel good about either. I'll lay the point with Temple on the road, but no bet.
All right. Oh my God. North Texas is laying 16.5 against UTSA. Over under is 137.5. What the hell? What is UTSA's team total? It has to be in like the 50s. They are god awful this year. But who wants to lay that many points with a team like last year from that? I'll take UTSA plus the points, no bet.
Yeah, I'll take UTSA team total under. North Texas has ECU on deck at home, so not much of a look at. UTSA really struggles. I mean, they put up 52 against Tulane, 58 against Charlotte, 57 against Temple. And then they bounced back with 73 against Rice, 69 against Memphis. Overall, I mean, this season they're sitting in the 50s, low 60s than anything, and now you're going to get North Texas at the Super Pit. Their defense is ridiculous. I don't think UTSA has much success. Give me the team total under, full game under 2. This is going to be something like, I don't know, 72, like 54, something like that. That feels about right. But yeah, I want no part of UTSA.
Yes, I want no part of this game. Who wants to lay that many points with North Texas, man? Utah Valley is laying 11.5 on the road against Southern Utah. They already played. Utah Valley won 89 to 72, and I remember taking Southern Utah. Had them. It was like plus 16.5 here. I mean, Southern Utah is horrible, but Utah Valley off of a 12-point win, they just kind of been dominating here. And they already got Southern Utah on the road. Now they're going on the road. Now they're going back on the road. I'll take Southern Utah plus the points. Come on, semi-rivalry game here. Let's get it done, Southern Utah. They got to play. They've already played. They got them figured out. They're not worried about the cover. They're worried. They want to be able to step up and try to win this game. They're not losing by double digits. Let's go.
Yeah, especially not at Utah Valley. I'll take the 11.5 with Southern Utah too. They'll keep this close. Utah Valley just off of that home win against Arlington, and then you go travel to Southern Utah for this game, and then you go play Cal Baptist after. So big win at home. Go play Southern Utah, rivalry game where you're laying double digits. No, thank you. Give me Southern Utah with the 11.5 here.
Nebraska's laying 11.5 against Washington. Over under is 150.5 here. You gonna get cute yet again like you did against Miami, or are you gonna come back on the train? Because I've gotten Nebraska and Miami now undefeated in sights and have been rolling. Are you gonna jump in front of a train and take Washington here? I guess they can still lose by 11. I guess, but you gonna take Washington on the road or lay it with Nebraska at home here?
No, I'll just take Nebraska team total over. Don't want to back them to cover a game, but they'll be able to score. Washington can't defend the 3-point line to save their life, and that's what Nebraska needs to score. So they'll light them up from 3. They'll score like 96 points and probably cover the game by 20 points again. So yeah, give me Nebraska team total over.
Yeah, I mean, like Nebraska's semi-due, right? For a fuck-up game, but I'm not going to be the one that figures it out, especially with them heading back home. Washington's been kind of putrid on the road, and they only lost by 10 to IU. They lost by 8 to Purdue. They were getting their ass kicked before then. Both teams laid it down. I think Nebraska's not going to lay it down. They're going to win by 30. May outline Nebraska too. Oh, God. Arizona State laying a point against West Virginia. Over-under is 147.5 here. This line stinks as well too here. The spot for me is just a little bit telling that Arizona State finds a way to get it done at home here. West Virginia as well. They're going out west now. The furthest out west they went to was Houston. They still got it done at home against Colorado after playing Houston. Now you're getting Arizona State, kind of off of the two best teams in the Big 12, playing Arizona and Houston. I know this is your fade Houston team off of playing Houston spot, but it didn't work for West Virginia. I think this line's a little bit telling. I'll be going with the Juices Arizona State's money line here. I think they get it done at home and squeak out a tough one against West Virginia. Let's go. They're due. Yeah, they're way overdue.
Yeah, they've been going through a gauntlet. Going through the gauntlet. I mean, Arizona, Houston, and BYU, 3 of the last 4, all on the road too. Now you're back at home. West Virginia going all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast, not ideal. I'll lay with Arizona State. This is a Mo Odom game. He's going to go bananas for them. I mean, he only had 8 points last game, 5 turnovers. Not a usual game from him. I think he bounces back here.
New Mexico's laying 13.5 against Fresno State at the Pit. I will lay it. Fresno State off of 2 wins in a row. You know, they've definitely been solid, but I'm not going to overthink this. This is New Mexico at the Pit on CBS Sports Network. Fresno State, one of the worst teams defensively on the interior. New Mexico, really good at both sides of the ball. I like Bulgin. I like Hall for New Mexico. I think they get this done and cover the spread.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they kill him back at home after the San Diego State loss. Fresno coming in feeling good. It's about just time for the Pit to take over and bring him back down to earth. I'll lay the 13.5 with the Pit, but no bet right
now. Syracuse laying 3.5 against Virginia Tech. Over under is 151.5 here. Tech. Both these teams, in my opinion, are fraudulent, but I think Tech won't have an answer for Syracuse's defense, especially at home. Fuck. I just don't think Syracuse can win by margin, man. I really don't. I think this game's going to come down to the wire, even if it is one possession. Virginia Tech on the road, played tough against SMU, played tough against Wake Forest. I'll take Tech plus the points, but I do think that they may struggle against Syracuse's defense here. But I just don't foresee Syracuse winning by margin, even in the Carrier Dome, whatever the fuck they call it now.
Yeah, it'll always be the Carrier Dome. Man, Syracuse laying 2 possessions. No, thank you. Give me Virginia Tech. I know Donnie Freeman's back; they're looking good, but you still can't shoot free throws. It's going to be gonna have a tough time trying to cover a spread when you shoot 63% from the line, which is dead last in the country. It's going to be rough sledding. Virginia Tech is a good team. I mean, I know they went to SMU and lost on the half-court eve. Wake Forest, I believe, was a buzzer beater. Stanford, also a buzzer beater. They're just falling victim to some incredible bullshit right now. Now you're going to Syracuse. I don't think Syracuse has that kind of magic up their ass. I know they just lost to Boston College, but Virginia Tech's a really good team. I'll take the 3.5 with the Hokies.
Illinois State's laying 6.5 against Northern Iowa. Over under is 129.5 here. Illinois State's been just got a nice little win at home. Dominant performance yet again. Northern Iowa on a major skid, lost 4 in a row, looked just horrible. Illinois State beats up on Bradley. I feel like this line's a little bit telling, but the books are always going to respect Northern Iowa for the most part. I think Illinois State rolls yet again. It gets another home win, and continues their dominance. Northern Iowa's just been horrible, and they're very disappointing. And I think they're gonna lay down for quite some time. So yeah, give me Illinois State at home.
Yeah, give me Illinois State too. I mean, Northern Iowa, their last game to score 44, 61, 69, 65, and they have covered this once in the last 4 games during the stretch. You got back-to-back road games now. Illinois State got that monkey off got that losing stretch out of the way, back to winning. I think Northern Iowa struggles to score here. This is going to 71-58 Illinois State.
All right, I gotta take care of something. So you take this one because my dog is barking. Unfortunately, oh god.
Yeah, Mississippi State coming in, loses off the Egg Bowl, 3 straight, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi. A&M's been playing good. They just beat Texas on the road. Back home now after a double road stretch here, but I just don't care for this Mississippi State team. Texas A&M's been good. I mean, they've been winning as big dogs and by margin, and now they're laying 7.5 at home. That's kind of suspects. Mississippi State off of the bad, or not bad loss, but tough loss for the Egg Bowl. Damn. I will. You know what? I'll take Texas A&M team total over. That's what I'll do. I think Mississippi State might be able to hang in, but I at the end of the day, I trust Texas A&M way more. Especially at home. And then Mississippi State's been giving up points lately. They've given up 90 plus in 3 of their last 4, 2 of their last 3, sorry, 3 of their last 5. So, yeah, and their win, Oklahoma only got 53 off of them, and then Ole Miss 67. But they can score, or they can give up points. Texas A&M can score. I'll take the team total over for A&M.
Yeah, I've been betting A&M. I've gotten them right for sure, and they've been solid. I'll let this number continue to climb. Unfortunately, my dog was starting to bark when we put this game slide on, so it is by principle I will bet Mississippi State. But God, this is a terrible one. But I'll let it climb. I think A&M, yes, it's too easy, right? Like they've been winning games. Now they're heading back home against the Mississippi State team. I don't know if they can win by margin. Mississippi State's lost some tough ones. Let's just hope that their offense is rolling on the road. But, yeah, I'll let it continue to climb. Don't love it. Oh, my God. Gonzaga is laying 27.5 against Pepperdine here. Over-unders 146.5. Get the fuck out of here. Who's going to – no. Nope, this line's already up to 29.5. Let's let this number continue to climb. I will take Pepperdine plus the points. I know that they're horrible defensively, so bad. They just had a good win. We bet on them a week ago. They've had a whole week to think about this, though. Gonzaga's going to lay it down. They're gonna be up by a big number, then they're going to lay it down in the end. Pepperdine covers this game. Too many points.
I'll take Gonzaga first half back home at the Kennel. They already beat this team by 40. I think it's a little bit of a tough line. I mean, Pepperdine's also been losing by 20 to everybody. So I don't think Gonzaga has an issue covering this number. It's just a matter of the second half effort. But first half, I mean, they're a really good first half team. Pepperdine coming into the Kennel, I think it's going to be a tough one for them. I'll lay the 13.5, 14.5, whatever the hell it is with Gonzaga. I'll take that first half.
Yeah, I mean, I like that angle, but yeah, it's already up to 29.5, so I bet it's even more, man. Arizona's laying 13.5 against Cincinnati. Over-under is 153.5 here. Arizona, best team in the country currently, also undefeated. Cincinnati off of their Super Bowl court storm off of Iowa State and 2 wins in a row. This is a fade spot for me in Cincinnati. I will take Arizona here at home.
Yep, Arizona, lay it. Cincinnati traveling cross country. Sorry, just writing this down. traveling cross country. Just beat Iowa State, stormed the court, won both your home games. Now you're going to fly cross country, play arguably the best team in the country, Arizona. GG's to the Bearcats tomorrow. Give me Arizona minus 13.5. They're going to win this game by 20.
Oh, baby. Washington State's laying 2.5 against San Diego here. Over under is 154.5. I like the Toreros at home in Jenny Craig Pavilion. They're going to go on a weight loss program. Washington State, very fugazi team for the most part. They've lost 3 in a row, so maybe they're due and probably better talent-wise than San Diego, but I'm going to go with Lavin and my dogs at home. I think it's a good little short dog for them to get one and get right again against this Washington State team.
Yeah, I'll take San Diego. At home, they've been really good. I mean, they played Gonzaga to a 99-93 game at home and lost. They beat Pepperdine by 20 at home, beat Pacific by 12 at home, beat Northern Arizona by 9. And then they lost to USC by 13 and Riverside at home. Washington State has one win on the road, not including Chaminade. One win on the road. That was Portland. They won by 5. San Diego with Lavin. Home dog. I'll take San Diego. I think they're going to win this game. Washington State on the road is just it ain't it. So give me Lavin and Toreros as dogs.
Short little yapper yet again. This one's even shorter than the last one. And I mean, I think it's perfect that my dog barked on this because of that Mississippi State logo. You know, I think it's solid. I think it's solid. Cal Baptist is laying 7.5 against Utah Tech here. Utah Tech off of a good win against Tarleton State. We've already lost 3 straight. These teams have not played in conference yet. And Cal Baptist.
Yeah, they did. Cal Baptist won by 12.
Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, yeah, sorry, they did. My apologies. They won by 12 at home. They're playing at home yet again, though. Oh yeah, because that's right. They play 3. They play 3 conference games in this freaking conference. That's right. Forgot about that. They play 3 times against teams sometimes. So, I'll lay it with Cal Baptist. They're much better. This line's a little short though, in my opinion. I thought they'd be like 9.5.
Yeah, when they played Utah Tech, they were laying 7.5 on the road and covered that. Now they're at home laying 7.5. Nah, give me Utah Tech with the 7.5. They're gonna give them a game. This is gonna come down to the wire.
Seattle's laying 4.5 against Loyola Marymount. Over under is 135.5, and I expect definitely a low scoring game, even with some of the faster paced on offense. Defensively, teams are that's where they thrive. And now you get Seattle at home. Loyola losers of 3 straight. They've lost 5 of their last 6 and had to suffer a double overtime win at home against San Francisco. I think we see a Seattle get right spot yet again in their home gym. And now they're playing Loyola. Yes, Loyola really good defensively, but have really struggled offensively. So give me Seattle minus 4.5 here.
Yeah, I'll take the under 135. You said it. LMU's defense is good. Their offense, not so much. Seattle off of the Gonzaga game, they held them to 71. Only got 50 themselves. I think this is a low-scoring game. I think it's a defensive effort. I think this game's played somewhere in the upper 120s, lower 130s. So I'll take the under 135.5.
All right. San Diego State laying a point at Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon off their court storm and dominant performance. Now they welcome in yet another big-time spot here in Mountain West play. What do you got here for Grand Canyon, San Diego State?
Kind of want to back Grand Canyon again. Big win against who was that? Utah State. Huge win. Now you got San Diego State coming in here. They've won a bunch, 6 or 7 in a row. I think it's a get-up game for Grand Canyon again. I know you just stormed the court, but you're staying at home. Students are back. This place is going to be rocking. Grand Canyon always is. I'll take them as the home dog in San Diego State. San Diego State's got to drop one, and a loss to Grand Canyon wouldn't be the worst thing, especially on the road. So I'll take Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I'm with you. 7-0, but it is a little scary. I normally fade the Court Storm. I feel like they're kind of like a win one, lose one type scenario anyway so far. But San Diego State's way better than them. But I'll go with the home gym and the home crowd here for Grand Canyon. So yeah, give me the Lopes here at home.
Man, fucking Colorado.
Oh, you're ahead of me. The new move spot was good for you. You're way ahead of me.
They're fucking missing shots at the rim. God damn, you hang in all the way till 3 minutes left, and then you just piss down your fucking leg.
It's only a 6-point game, dude.
No, it's 9.
Oh, then you're way ahead of me. Damn. Oh yeah, I just saw the transition. I took Kansas. Damn, they called a charge though. They're up 9. How fucking far ahead are you?
It's at a TV timeout, or not a TV timeout.
I wasn't live. Oh, I wasn't live. That's why. I wasn't live. Yeah, up 9. All right, let's go Jayhawks. St. Mary's laying 18.5 against Oregon State. St. Mary's isn't like the best team defensively as they have been in their last like 5 years. But they're off of a loss coming back home. Yeah, lay it. Oregon State team total under.
Yeah, the team total under. St. Mary's is going to win this game by 25 plus off of a loss. Oregon State on the road isn't great either. I mean, the last road game they got 76 against Portland, but other than that, 67-53. They beat Arizona State with a 75. So I mean, two of their road games against better teams, they've scored 53 and 67, and now you're going to play St. Mary's off of a loss at home. No thanks. I'll lay with St. Mary's, but no bet too high of a number. I'd probably actually have my pivot towards that team total under for Oregon State.
All right, final game of the night. USC laying 5.5 against Northwestern. Over under is 153.5 here. Northwestern's terrible. They're such a fugazi team. This line to me is a little short though. But USC's proven that they can get it done. The line kind of smells, in my opinion, but I will lay it with USC just for how bad Northwestern is. So,
yeah, USC Northwestern's been losing everything. They're losing to Rutgers at home. They're on the road. I mean, they're just getting rocked. As of late, USC stays home. Northwestern traveling. No thanks. Give me USC.
All right, and that is our episode tonight for tomorrow's Wednesday slate here. We got I'm sitting at 14-8 on the day. Need Kansas minus 4.5. Need Utah State team total. So looking like we're tracking for a 15-9 day. That will put us just shy of 55 units on the year. Rocking and rolling in January. We started down 5 units to start the month, but now we're already up to 11 units on the month. So keep it rolling. Life is good. Got a big slate tomorrow I'm pumped up about. Get everything on the picks page and make sure to get your ESPN Plus, your CBS Sports Network, your ESPNs out. Make sure to get all of the apps out and ready because there's tons of different conferences locked and loaded for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. A lot of hoops, a lot of mid-majors. Find a couch and sit your ass.
As you should. Find a couch, maybe like stand up and walk, maybe dribble a basketball around the living room or something like that and watch. But yeah, all right, man. Everyone, peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. All of our picks are posted on the picks page. We like to bet a lot of games and talk all the games. So if you're new here, say hi to us in the chat. Everyone's very friendly. Got a good community we've built here. Hit that like and subscribe button for the Pump Fake Pod and give at Stooley Picks a follow, at myself a follow, at Michael_Huffer3. Then we got Elliot as well. I think he'll be back tomorrow. So make sure to tune in. So Thanks, everyone. Let's get some money and see you guys at the window tomorrow night on the Pump Fake Pod. Peace and love, everyone.
Toodles.